The key to my success in rental properties has absolutely been the team I work with to make it all happen. This video is all about who you need on your team and how to find them before you ever even look at a property. Let's get to it. Hi y'all. If we haven't met before, then hello, welcome. My name is Lori Livers. I know, it looks like livers, but it sounds like livers. It's a thing. Everybody gets used to it. I am a real estate investor. And in just under 3 years, I have been able to create enough cash flow to leave my 9-to-5 behind. Now let me tell you, real estate investing is not a one-man show type of business. You need a team of people to be successful. You need to build your business before you can build your portfolio. Let's talk about who you need on your team and how to find them. To get started, you are going to need a good financial partner. For me, this meant a hard money lender and a long-term conventional lending partner that is experienced in working with investors. Even though you're going to need the hard money first, find the long-term lending partner first and ask them which hard money lenders they like working with. And looking for long-term lenders, you need to ask some questions to find out which one is going to be the right fit for you and your business. You want to ask them how many investor deals they've closed in the past 30 days. The higher this number is, the better. Because if it's only 1 or 2, then that lender is not very active on the investor side of things. And when you don't have a ton of experience as an investor, it's most critical that you work with people who do. So for me, working with a long-term lender that knows the investor business is important. When you find a few lenders that regularly close lots of investor deals, then start shopping for rates and fees. But know that personality is really important too. You don't want to choose a lender with a processing fee that's $50 less but doesn't communicate well. Don't get in your own way over $50. Personality matters, and taking the time to find a partner that is a great fit for you is absolutely worth your time. Get your financing in place with pre-approvals, both hard money and long-term financing, before you even ever start looking at properties. Make sure you're ready to go when it's time to make an offer, because when you get to an accepted offer, things start to move pretty quickly. If you're not ready for real, you could lose out on a great deal. Now you're going to need somebody who can help you find deals and write offers for you on your team. And this can be wholesalers or a realtor, ideally both. Wholesalers will come to you with deals and want you to be ready to write an offer because wholesale deals move fast. You don't really need a specific wholesaler on your team. You can work with many of them. But if they bring you a great deal and you don't move on it, they're not likely to keep bringing you deals in the future. When working with a wholesaler, be ready to move on a great deal now. Wholesalers only work with investors, and good wholesalers have lots of investors to work with. Be a good investor, and then you'll work with the best wholesalers. Now, realtors work differently than wholesalers. They mostly work on the retail side of things, and this is not where investors typically fall. Now, that does not mean a realtor cannot bring you a great deal, but here's the thing about realtors. They don't get paid until a deal closes, and you're going to write probably 8 to 10 offers for every one of them that is accepted. It's not really fair to ask somebody to work for free, so don't ask a realtor to write all these offers for you in hopes that one might close. Offer to pay them a fee for every offer they write on your behalf. Then, if the deal closes and they collect the commission, I can almost guarantee you they will be happy to refund the fee back to you on that deal. Realtors are going to appreciate you understanding their business and are going to be excited to bring you special deals when they come across them, because realtors absolutely do come across some amazing deals. Hey, if you can appreciate hearing all about my team and how I've built it, that building part is coming. Please do hit that like button. It helps me so much with the algorithm, and I cannot do that without you. Thanks so much. Now, the next person you're going to need on your team is a great property inspector. You are going to need a full inspection of any property you consider adding to your portfolio. The inspection report is the foundation of your rehab plan, and it needs to be accurate and thorough. The most important thing I would say to look for in an inspector is that you need to find someone that is willing to answer all your questions and has the experience you need but you don't have yet. As you become a more experienced investor, you're not going to have as many questions. But it is super important, especially in the beginning, to know you have this person on your team that you can ask questions of until you completely understand the condition of a property. A good conversation up front about where you are in your business and how they handle theirs is well worth your time to find the right person. If you practice the BRRRR strategy, like I do, once you have closed on a deal, you're going to need a contractor. But do not wait until that time to start looking for a contractor partner. Find at least 2 contractors you want to work with before you ever even find a property. You're going to need a contractor that has someone on staff that can meet you at a property with about 24 hours notice so that you can get bids on work in a timely way. You're not likely to walk many deals, but when it is time to walk a potential property, you are going to need a contractor rep there to start working on the bid with you. Ideally, I like to have my inspector and contractor at the property at the same time. This gives us all 3 the chance to get together and talk about the specifics of the property so that everyone is on the same page in what you want to accomplish if you decide to move forward with this investment. Your contractor should also be able to work on a draw schedule. Now, this is important because it shows that your contractor runs their business like a business, and that is important. You're looking for a business partner. This person is going to be critical to your success. Find a great partner that respects your business as part of their business. If a contractor doesn't manage their cash flow well or their schedule well, they are simply not a good fit for my business. I want to see examples of their work. I want to talk to other investors they have done work for on a draw schedule and know that they complete jobs on schedule unless there are legitimate things that come up and change that schedule. What you do not want is to not be able to complete your project when you're about 90% done because your contractor has his team starting on a bigger project. You want to make sure you're working with somebody that can get you across that rehab finish line because this property cannot make you any money at all until the rehab is done. You need a partner you can count on to get it done. Now, once you have your property done and rented out, there are still people you're going to need on your team who are critically important to maintaining the value in your investment and keeping your tenants happy. Now, happy tenants equals money in the bank, so do all you can to keep your tenants happy. You're going to need a general handyman, but also plumbers, electricians, and even HVAC people. Have a relationship with more than one of each of these tradespeople because you cannot expect someone to be immediately available every single time you call, even if you do need immediate attention. So have at least 2 of each ready to call at all times. You will be glad you do if you ever need them, and I promise you, you will need them. Tradespeople is not where you want to go cheap. Cheap tradespeople do cheap work, and cheap work is really, really expensive in the long run. Pay them fairly and be a great partner. This gives you the right to expect the same in return. A professional tradesperson is going to be able to warranty and stand behind their work. In my experience, I have only needed warranty work when I went with a cheap repair. And that didn't make me a very good partner or a very good landlord. I now invest in quality because in my business, it is the only way to do anything. Now I've told you the key people you need to have on your team. You need a finance partner. You need a realtor and a wholesaler. You need an inspector. You need a contractor, and you need several tradespeople. But let me tell you where to find them. If you have any past experience as a homeowner, you can certainly draw on that. You can work with people you've worked with before in your own home. Just make sure they're able to take on the full scope of what you need from them before you trust your cash flow producing business to them. You can Google or use referral services like Thumbtack and Angie's List. I haven't done this personally, but I know others that have, and it's worked out just fine for them. My preferred way to find these key people and build out my team is through social media, specifically in groups that are focused on real estate investing or buy and hold properties in the area I live and work in. If an experienced investor is willing to recommend somebody, they are usually pretty good. And if someone is not great to work with, this information is easily shared as well. As investors, we really do stick together more than you would think. We are happy to share info, good or bad, so other investors are a fantastic resource in just about every way you can imagine. You can join many of these groups before you actually even have a property, so do so. We've all been where you are, and most everyone I know is willing to help you get where you want to go. However, I will tell you, if you're the person in the group that's always asking for help and never offering help to anyone in return, this will not go unnoticed. Be respectful of other people's time and effort, and they will return the same to you tenfold. I hope this video has answered most of your questions about building out your team so that you can set yourself up for success from the very start of your real estate investing adventure. Please do drop down in the comments and let me know what you think. What questions do you have about building your business team that I didn't answer here? Let's chat. Now, the mistakes I made in my first property were absolutely tied to the fact that I had not done a great job of building out my team before I got started. I have a video that gives all the specific details of what I did wrong and how I do it now, so I don't repeat all those mistakes. And that was a tough video to make, but it's important to be totally transparent and share the real deal with you. Please do subscribe and even ring the bell if you want to see all the good and the bad as well. Right now I'm waiting for you over here in the video you see on your screen. What do you think? Do you have a few more minutes to come hang out? Until I see you over there. Bye y'all. Fantastic.